Weaponeer again, and this is going to be our last review on the Lucid magnifiers or boosters, however you may want to call them, or use whichever term you like. But these right here are boosters or magnifiers to boost the capabilities of the Lucid HD7 by allowing you to place this on your rail as well as a booster, and then you place them together. This has its own mount, and obviously this has a built-in mount, and that allows you to have a lot better capabilities with this, because this typically doesn't have any magnification at all. And this right here is the new one. This is the 2 power variable, so it's 2 to 5 power. Really nice, excellent, super quality on them. They've got the the rubber armor here. They got the rubber armor here. These are all aluminum. The optical quality of the glass is really nice. They do have a nice anti-glare coating on them, on both sides, obviously, and really simple to use. To change your magnification is right here on this wheel, and it doesn't take much either. I mean, you can go ahead and just one finger and it'll go ahead and move. These are really nice. The other one that I did a review on was the 3 power. This is the 2x5. This is the one I actually prefer the best. But there's only one thing you have to remember with these boosters is, if you want to enhance the capabilities of this by adding this, you have to make sure you've got the rail space, because this right here requires a mount by itself. So once you have a mount with this, and then you've got this mount, well, look how much rail space you're taking up. It's actually more space than a regular scope, but you're adding capabilities. Now, the only reason I bring this up, because if you're trying to go ahead and mount this on just like a standard flat top AR, well, this is not going to be able to fit on the flat top. And once you do this, you're not going to be able to go ahead and use your backup iron sights or something like that. So it kind of limits you to that extent. But if you have a lot of rail space, and like a lot of my rifles, I do have a lot of rail space, then you can take this and move it far forward. Take this, move it backwards, and then you can use either the cantilever mount, which allows this to, the cantilever comes down and forward. So the mount is actually forward, allowing you to have your backup iron sights underneath. And a lot of times your backup iron sights will go ahead, typically your backup iron sights will co-witness with this in the lower third. So if you have this right here and you swing this off to the side and then you flip your backup iron sight up, you're still going to be able to co-witness right with this rotated out of the way, unless you got the cantilever mount. With the cantilever mount, you have to go ahead and remove this, and then if you have the space to place your backup iron sight behind that. So like I said, you have to have a lot of room. You have to have room for this, and then behind that you have to have room, or you should have room, for your backup iron sights. So you just have to make sure you keep that in mind, and always make sure you have everything planned out properly. Don't try to go ahead and use this with not enough rail space, or try to mount this so it's just on the very edge of the rail. Play it safe, do it right. They do make a lot of rail extensions and things like that, or you can just use a proper forward handguard. It's got a rail on it. So there you go. Very easy to use. It's a really great unit. Once again, this is a 2x5 power, so I like the ability to have no magnification, or 2 power all the way up to 5 power. Gives me a lot of capabilities. So there you go. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to list it below. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to rate my videos. I'm Weaponeer, and I'll catch you in the next one.